use, configure, and troubleshoot privilege escalation. Summary: Linux administrators should avoid logging into the root account. There are ways to use root privileges in limited ways to avoid accidental file deletion, misconfiguration, or termination of services, and many other irreversible actions. Administrators should always log in first with a regular user account and then elevate privileges as required by using the su or the sudo command. In this lab, you will explore privilege escalation using the su and sudo commands. You will also become familiar with the /etc/sudoers file that controls access to the use of the sudo command. Objective: This activity is designed to test your understanding of and ability to apply content examples in the following CompTIA Linux Plus objectives. 2.2 Given a scenario, implement identity management. 2.4 Given a scenario, configure and execute remote connectivity for system management. Sing the su command. The substitute user command, su, is often misrepresented as superuser. It actually means to substitute user. A user may become root using the su command, but a user may also become any other user on a system using the su command, but only if they know the other user's password. The substitute user command, su, can be used in two ways. One is to use the command to assume the identity of another user, including the root user, along with that user's full environment. The other is without the full environment of the substituted user. Both are demonstrated in this lab. Use the su command to become another user without their full environment. Become user 1 without assuming user's full environment. The root user isn't prompted for a password when using the su command. Observe that your user prompt now reflects the logged-in user1 user account. It should look similar to the following: user1 at hostname root $. Confirm that you successfully used su to assume user1's identity. You must use the accounts, commands, options, and file names specified in the instructions to ensure proper scoring. Now that you are user 1, use the su command to become user 2 without assuming user 2's full environment. Regular users are always prompted for the new user's password when invoking the su command. Observe that your user prompt now reflects the logged in user2 user account. User2 at hostname root $. Confirm that you are now logged in as user2. The filtered env command shows you that although you've switched to the user2 account, you have retained some of user1's environment. Display user2's user environment related to user2. Use user environment related to root. Hint. Click here if you need assistance with the command syntax. env grep root. The final element of the current prompt, i.e. root, indicates you are retaining some of the environment of your original account. Exit user2's account and return to the user1 account. Hint. Click here if you need assistance with the command syntax. Use the su command to become another user with their full environment. The su command includes a special option that allows you to take on the new user's full environment as if you'd initially logged in as the new user. Hint. Click here if you need assistance with the command syntax. Observe that your user prompt now reflects the logged in user2 user account. User2 at hostname $. Hint: click here if you need assistance with the command syntax. Display user2's user environment related to user1. User1 to verify user2 is not retaining any of user1's environment. Hint: click here if you need assistance with the command syntax. env grep Use the su command to become the root user. You may become root if you know the root user's password by invoking the su command. If you use the su command without an argument, the system defaults to the root user. Examples: su assumes su root and su assumes su root. For most administrative duties, the preferred method of becoming root is to assume the root user's full environment by using su or su root. Become the root user and assume the root user's full environment. Hint: click here if you need assistance with the command syntax. Su Enter the password for root, $$w0rd. Observe that your user prompt now reflects the logged in root user account. Root at hostname, hashtag. Display root's user environment. Then, verify that the root user is not retaining any of user 1's environment. Hint: click here if you need assistance with the command syntax. Enter env to view the entirety of the current user's environment. Then, enter env grep user 1 to verify there are no retained user 1 elements. The filtered env command shows you that you haven't retained any of user 1's environment by having no results in output. Confirm that you are now fully logged in as root without retaining any of user 1's environment. 35% tasks complete. Delegate administrative privileges to a user account. Be sure that you are still logged in as the root user for this lab exercise. Allow user 1 to use the sudo command without entering a password to do so. Hint: click here if you need assistance with the command syntax. The sudo. You elevated your credentials to root in the previous section, which permits you to do anything on the system. Any mistakes could be catastrophic. It is a better security practice to delegate specific tasks by using the sudo command. Press page down several times to move the cursor to the bottom of the file. Alternatively, you can press Shift+G to move directly to the last line of the file. Press O to enter insert mode and start a new blank line below the current line. Add the following text on a new line. User 1 all sad face all, no password, all. This grants the student account the ability to execute all commands without you having to switch to the root user every time. It also prevents user 1 from having to enter their password to use the sudo command. This is for lab convenience and is not suggested in a production environment. In a production environment, the entry should be user 1 all sad face all. Press escape to exit insert mode. Enter WQ to save and close the file. To exit Vim without saving changes, press ESC and then enter Q. Exit to return to the user 1 account. Hint: click here if you need assistance with the command syntax. Exit. Verify that you are signed in to the user 1 account. Hint: click here if you need assistance with the command syntax. ID. Exit. Add a user to the wheel group. Another method of allowing users to invoke the sudo command is to add them selectively to the wheel group. If you take another look at the /etc/sudoers file, you will see that the wheel group may execute all commands as root by using sudo. There are three methods of adding users to the wheel or any group: usermod, pastdude, and manually editing the /etc/group file. For this lab, the usermod and the pastdude command methods are used. The third method is to manually edit the /etc/group file, which is not recommended because of the potential for mistakes. Use usermod to add a user to the wheel group. Use the usermod command to add user2 to the wheel group. Hint. Read the contents of the /etc/shadow file. Hint: click here if you need assistance with the command syntax. cat/etc/shadow. You will receive a permission denied message because you did not use the sudo command before the command you wanted to execute. Try again using the sudo command. Use privilege escalation to read the /etc/shadow file. Hint: click here if you need assistance with the command syntax. Sudo cat/etc/shadow. Enter user2's password, $$W0RD. This time the contents of the /etc/shadow file are displayed. Exit the user2 account and return to the root account. Hint: click here if you need assistance with the command syntax. Exit. Confirm that you read the etc/shadow file. Use pasted to add a user. Use pasted to add a user to the wheel group. Use the pasted command to add user3 to the wheel group. Hint: click here if you need assistance with the command syntax. Pasted, a user3 wheel. Become user3 assuming user3's full environment. Hint: click here if you need assistance with the command syntax. Su, user3. Check user3's group memberships. Hint: click here if you need assistance with the command syntax. Groups. Confirm that you added user3 to the wheel group. 90% tasks complete. Review Lab. Answer the following comprehensive questions to ensure that you recognize the importance of the activity steps and the uses for the information you have learned. Which of the following best describes the difference between su user 1 and su user 1? The su user 1 command switches the user and their full environment. This doesn't happen with su user 1. The su user 1 command is the same as sudo user 1. The su user 1 command does not switch the user and their full environment. This does happen with su user 1. The su user 1 command is the same as sudo user 1. Which of the following best describes the purpose of the vsudo command? Opens the sudoers file for editing and checks the syntax before closing. Opens vim with non-root privileges for editing configuration files. Opens vim with root privileges for editing configuration files. Resets the sudoers file to the default configuration. Which of the following best describes the purpose of the wheel group? Only will group members may use sudo. Only will group members may use su. Provides a group that has administrative privileges on the system. Provides a group that has non-administrative privileges on the system. 97% tasks complete. Previous